Y'all, they had the same friend. Gucci messed with Carrie. Rock messed with Carrie. Y'all mess with the same girl. What's up, y'all? It's Big Car. Y'all already know what's going on. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all need to get used to this background because this is Storytime Fridays, okay? And speaking of, y'all been on my case because I did not drop a Storytime last Friday, and I am so sorry. I've been working overtime. You know how that go because we recently did have Prime Day, Amazon. So they've been having me at work sun up to sundown. So look, I'm fresh off work, finna drop this video for y'all. So hey, it is what it is. But Storytime Fridays, I'm gonna put my anonymous link on Instagram. And I want y'all to tell me stories in there so I can go ahead and, tell them on Storytime Fridays. So yeah, like y'all's story, my story. Let's get into the video. This is gonna be the story time on how I got caught up, okay? Yeah, I don't usually get caught, but this time I did. Disclaimer, I don't cheat no more, so don't y'all be talking about me in the comments because I don't cheat no more. Okay, I don't. I changed. This was my freshman year. I started talking to girls like 7th grade, but, I was really just trying to make sure that the girl thing was really what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? So I was still kind of dabbling a little bit, but like just to make sure that that was really what I wanted to do before I just, came out as a lesbian. So I was talking to this guy. We're going to name him Rock. We're going to name him Rock. Let's name him Rock. So Rock was kind of cool, kind of backstory on him. I met him at church. If y'all know my mama, y'all know Taisha had me at church. Sun up to sundown, Monday through Friday. Every program, like your girl was praise dancing, singing, drill teaming, like sun up to sundown, okay? Like, I used to live there. We was in the program together at church. And, yeah, that's kind of how we met. Like, he'll flirt with me. And me, personally, like, I'm just a flirtatious person. Like, not now, but I'm just a flirtatious person. Like, anything I say or you just have a general conversation with me, you'll feel like I'm flirting with you. But no, baby. No, baby. Well, I started calling him my side piece, which is a story time for a whole nother Friday, okay? But, yeah, I was calling him my side piece. He was calling me his side piece. That was his name on my phone, whatever. We was cooling. He was like a chill dude, I'm not going to lie about that. I really didn't think he liked me because he was, like, older than me. So I was, like, 14, 15, and he was, like, 18. So that was kind of like a down low situation, but I never really thought that, like nothing. I never really thought nothing of it. So he'll bring me food. No, I wasn't for no food.
Boy, if you don't get...
Oh, my God. He'll pull up on me, come see me, like when we went on trips at the church, like that was my man.
My man, bitch, your man left you for that hoe.
Lost my train of thought. Sorry, y'all. I did start talking to him until like the summertime. I started high school freshman year, and that's when the girls just like took over me, okay? And then I played basketball. So if you know, you know. I played basketball, and that's how I met the girl, which we're gonna name her Gucci. So that's how I met Gucci. And like she'll flirt with me, or somebody will tell me, oh, like she think you cute, yada yada, and I'm like, girl, little do you know. This one particular day, like we had basketball practice, or we had something, because I think I remember us either getting off the bus or we was practicing in our competition gym, or it was something. But mind you, like rides, games, tournaments, we was together like 24/7. So we was flirting, we was talking, whatever. It was what it was. Gucci approached me because like I said, we used to flirt. And I was sitting, I think either on a curb or like kind of by the brick or whatever, waiting for my mom to pick me up from practice. And she came over there, she was like, do you have a girlfriend? Straight up, like, I like me as a feisty one. Like, do I got a girlfriend? No, babe, I'm single. I'm single. Just playing. I got a boyfriend.
The ghetto.
And I'm like, no, I don't have a girlfriend. And she was like, okay, like, what's up? And I'm like, you trying to be my girlfriend? I ended up getting her number, and we was texting. We was texting heavy, talking heavy. I was seeing her at school. We was walking together. Like I said, basketball. We was flirting, like, games. When she played, I was watching, rooting for her, #1 fan. And when I played, #1 fan. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like we was vibing. So she was talking about me to her friends, and they'd be like, oh, you talk to Gucci? And I'm like, yes, I talk to Gucci. Who's asking? Why are you worried? Mind your business. You know, I was really a low-key person because I was a cheater.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Rock, he didn't necessarily really just come to the basketball game. So it was kind of like I was really just like doing my own thing. We didn't even go to school together. So it was kind of like I was texting him, I was calling him. He was calling me, we was FaceTiming and shit like that, like a long distance relationship, but not really a long distance relationship because like I said, I was at church from sun up to sundown. I don't know really how I balanced the time between them two because Gucci was a little clingy. Like she liked to FaceTime and she liked to talk on the phone. But the thing is, me and Gucci did not fall asleep on the phone together. So when it was time for me to like, you know, do my night routine, get ready for bed, then I'll call Rock and I'll be on the phone with Rock and we'll be talking, whatever. So this particular day, I was on the way to the hospital with my mom, right? My aunt had just had my little cousin and she was like, we gotta go. She's in labor. We're finna go to the hospital. I'm like, okay, cool. So I text Gucci. I'm like, I'm on the way to the hospital with my mom. My aunt's in labor. She's about to give birth to my little cousin. So, you know, it don't be no service in the hospital. So I'll text you or I'll call you once I leave. And then plus, I didn't want to sit on the phone with her because my mama was like, homo. That was a lot of drama at its own time. And I really didn't come out then, so she really didn't know. You know what I mean? She speculated, but she didn't know. So I had text Gucci and told her that. And then I had text Rock and told him the same thing. Like, they were both like, okay, cool. And congratulations to your aunt, whatever. So I'm like, okay. We get to the hospital, you know, everyone's happy and all this and all that. And I don't know, for some reason I got this like odd feeling. So it's me trying to keep connected to the Wi-Fi. Like I'm trying to connect to the Wi-Fi because y'all know, like, I don't know if it's just me, but I get feelings when like something is going wrong. Like something is about to happen and I don't know what's about to happen, but something is about to happen. Like I get that feeling. Like, I'm like, let me try to connect to the Wi-Fi. I'm trying to connect to the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi not working. Trying to connect to the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi not working. And I'm like refreshing my phone because, you know, sometimes when you don't have service, like certain messages come in as text messages. So I was checking my phone to see if Gucci texted me. No text. I was checking my phone to see if Rock texted me. No text. So I'm like, okay, neither one of them text me. Like I don't have no text messages, no nothing. I'm like, what's going on? Like I'm trying to connect to the Wi-Fi because I'm like, okay, maybe I just don't have no service for real. So fast forward, we're leaving out of the hospital. When I tell y'all, the moment I step foot out of the hospital, phone blowing up, going crazy, messages, boom, 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 coming in. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on? So I check my text messages. Rock going off on me in the messages. Oh, you messing with this girl? This and that. Why you didn't tell me you was messing with a girl? Why you didn't tell me this? I had to find out. Like, that's crazy. You hoe. Like, that's wild. Like, you cheated on me. This and that. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. So then I go to Gucci messages. Gucci going off on me. She like, Oh, you got a nigga this whole time. You told me you was single. Never told you I was single. I told you I didn't have a girlfriend, sweetie. Which I didn't. I didn't lie about that, okay? That was the truth. I didn't have a girlfriend. So she going off on me in the messages. I'm like, bro, what? Like, at this point, I'm caught red-handed. So it's like, which one of them I'm finna tell the truth to? So, y'all, I goes back to Rock messages. I'm like, Rock, what are you talking about? Like, make it make sense. Like, what are you talking about? Why would I cheat on you? I'm on the phone with you all day. I talk to you all day. I see you every day because we be at church together. You pull up on me. Like, when do I have time to cheat on you? That's when shit hit the fan for real. He sent me the screenshot that Gucci sent him of our messages, of everything that I said. That's when I was caught for real. He sent me their messages as well. And in their messages, he was like, oh, send me the number so I could verify. She definitely did screenshot my number and send it to him. And I was definitely caught up. He was like, yeah, you out of line. You can't lie to this. This is screenshots. That's your phone number. And I started to say, I couldn't even lie because that was my phone number. I couldn't even lie and say, no, that's not my phone number. I changed it. Definitely was caught up. He was very upset and he was blowing up my phone. Like, I'm sitting there texting. So we're leaving the hospital. I'm sitting there texting him back. And like, my mama could sense that something was wrong. Like, something was going on. So she was like, are you okay? Are you good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm straight. It's whatever. Both of my hoes mad at me. No, I'm not okay. I just lost both of my hoes. So I was basically apologizing to Gucci because it looked as if I was leading her on. And I did like her. You know. But I did have a situation. So it was what it was. I made it to the house. I really couldn't even just like answer the phone or say what I wanted to say because, like I said, my mom was in the car and she didn't know that I was talking to girls really as much as I was talking to girls at that time. So I couldn't just like openly like tell her. So yeah, I kind of just like bottled it in. But my phone kept going off. And my mom was the kind of person, like, after a certain time, black mamas, she would take my phone and stuff. So, yeah, like, I don't know. That next morning, I had just woke up, no phone. And I'm like, damn, did we get robbed?
We was robbed!
Oh my God!
Went downstairs, and I see my mom, and she was like, Carrie, what are you doing? And I'm like, good morning, what do you mean? She's like, who's Gucci? And I'm like, And you're talking to Rock? Like, you're talking to Rock? And I'm like, ma'am.
It's 7 in the morning.
Like, she basically read all the messages and like asking me, like, do you talk to girls? And I'm like, yeah, I talk to girls. Like, I'm out the closet. Yeah. She's like, so what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know. She was like, well, all I'm gonna say is you can't like 2 people at a time. And I'm like, Mom, yes, you can. I can like 3, 4 bitches at a time. That's me. I don't know about you, but that's me. One of my homegirls had called me and she was like, bitch, like, and I'm like, what happened? You found out? And she's like, yeah, Rock is dragging you. He's dragging you. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, he's dragging you. Like, he sent me all these pictures of you. He was like, he's gonna expose you on social media. Like, yeah. And I'm like, why is he acting like that? Gucci wasn't talking to me for a little minute. And then Rock was like completely over me. I think that was really just like the ending of our relationship. I'm gonna lie, y'all, like, since we talking about Rock, I'll go ahead and give y'all another little backstory about him. We really like went through it. I'm not gonna lie. And I did have another boyfriend before Rock that I was actually like, you know, dealing with. I name him Toxic. That's what we gonna name him. Toxic. I was dating Toxic, and Toxic was just toxic. And I don't know, like, Rock came into the picture and swept me out my feet. You could say that. And he was like, break up with Toxic. And I'm like, huh? What do you mean break up with him? So I had Rock thinking like, oh yeah, I broke up with him. Didn't break up with him. And one night we was sitting in a car together. Y'all, Toxic text me, baby. And Rock was like, and he had threw my phone. He got out the car, like pacing down the street. And I was like, oh my God, if this nigga kill me in front of my house. I know what to do. So I sat in the car for like 5 minutes. And that's another time I got caught up. I got out of the car and walked down there to him. And he like walked past me like he didn't see me. Got in the car and he drove off. And I was like, his friends didn't like me. Gucci friends didn't like me. I was just most hated. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up the story time about how I got caught up. And I gave y'all another how I got caught up story in the midst of it because, yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm sorry if I was all over the place. Y'all know I be all over the place. That's me. But like I said, if y'all want y'all story told, I'm going to put my link on Instagram so y'all can tell me y'all stories anonymously. And I'll go ahead and feature them on Storytime Fridays. And that'll be what it is. Make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe and turn your bells on so you get a notification every time I post, period. All right? And if you're new to the family, go ahead and subscribe. I got to come up with a name for y'all. But I really got some stuff up my sleeve, y'all. I ain't going to lie. I got some pranks that I want to get done. And I also want to do a boxing match, you know. So just stay tuned. I got some good stuff coming up. So, yeah. That was it for the story time. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it if you didn't. But till next time.